It's clearly early Sunday morning. We had a ton of snow. Like a ton. And it is frigid. Frigid. And I thought I'd do a quick my thoughts, not yours, for the Sabbath. It's always been fascinating to me as tradespeople, people that build things and maintain things and, put systems together and make it work. How they are a bit obtuse about our little world that we live in and the incredible systems that make this all work, and think that somehow it was designed and implemented and frankly maintained just by chance. Like it just is just an amazing machine, perpetual, just started out of nothing and continues to operate out of nothing. There's nothing there that sort of governs this stuff. It perplexes me that people that make their living off of designing and installing and maintaining systems don't see the similarities between what they do and the world that we live in. Just think about photosynthesis and plants providing the oxygen that we need out of the carbon dioxide anyway, that we produce, that's a whole other topic about carbon dioxide and its poison. I'm not going to go down that road today. Or the rain cycle, or just the snowpack and the water that it provides us, and how that cycle has been going on, frankly, for billions of years. I've had a few people lately ask if I'm religious, and I will admit to that. I don't know if I necessarily subscribe to the 6,000 year thing. But I do certainly subscribe to the fact that there are so many things going on around us. We have no idea how it works or why it works. Think of your own body and your heartbeat and your breathing, and how that is all done subconsciously by little systems in your brain with hormones and enzymes that make all that work. It is absolutely beyond fascinating that you, as a sentient being, have things that happen beyond your consciousness. If you look too deep into that, like, you start to go a bit batty. Maybe that's my problem. I've tried to look into that. I've thought a lot about that. You think of the diversity around us of life. I'm driving literally past horses and cows. I have goats myself and chickens, and it is a wonderfully cool life. Cool because it's frigid. But you think about how that works, like snow, and guys, in Texas, or it's going to be 80 degrees in Texas today, and it's minus 23 degrees in my neck of the woods. And yet all those things work together just to provide a wonderful life. And I do think we as humans mess up so much of it by trying to fix it. And we certainly have some innovations that have made life here wonderful and easier. But like I say, all those systems need maintenance, and I've made a very, very good living off of fixing things and maintaining things and installing things. And I think it's, oh, there's a huge raven right there. I think it's just, I think we do ourselves a disservice if we just sort of throw up our hands and say, I don't know, it just works. The world just works. Nature just works. You know, we see those little pictures of the Milky Way, of our universe, and we're just some tiny little white, insignificant blip in that whole thing. And yet, I'm driving down this road in this very nice vehicle, talking to this thing, thinking I know things, thinking I understand how all this stuff works, and making definitive statements like, you know, there is no governing power. It just all sort of comes to be. Man, I think that's childish. I think that's naive, and it makes it easier. You know, one of the things I'm not gonna go too much longer. One of the things that I find interesting is if you sort of take the face and personality of God away, then there's really no one to answer to. But if you give him a personality and a face, then there's someone to answer to. And nobody likes to answer to people. So it's easier just sort of to, you know, put some distance between you and that thought. But I encourage you on Sunday, the Sabbath, the new Sabbath, to think about that and how you have felt that influence in your life. And I don't, you know, there's lots of different philosophies and religions and all the rest of that stuff, so I'm not going to try and purport mine on here, but I guess in some way I am. I think he's real. I think he's involved in our lives as much as we let him to be, and much like your own heartbeat, I think he's always there. And only when you consciously think about that or pay attention to that does it become sort of reality. Anyway, those are my thoughts, not yours. Have a blessed Sabbath. Good luck out there. It's going to be a busy week for sure. Hopefully it's a calm day. See how that goes. Talk to you later.